Hello dear students and friends. Welcome back to our online class for B.Sc and B.Com first year, semester first. In yesterday's class, we dealt with the statistical organization in India and their functions. Now, today we are going to study types of data and sets of measurements of variables. Dear students, first of all, we must know what is data. Data means lots of information, and without data we cannot classifying or interpreting the results or conclusions. Therefore, data is a very important in statistics. Data is the backbone of statistics. Yes, data is the backbone of statistics. Collection of data is a very important work and need to be done carefully. One has to decide the objective carefully before collecting the data. In order to determine dependable and reliable result, proper data should be collected in a proper way. Therefore, there are two types of data. First, primary data and secondary data. Primary data means original data, that is facts and figures obtained by an investigator himself. Primary data may be a result of survey or inquiry conducted. This may be regarded as first-hand information. Population census result is a classical example of primary data. Every 10 years the population census recorded. This is the best example of the primary data. Primary data, also called as raw data, and primary data are more reliable than any other types, but are expensive and time consuming. Primary data, the sources of primary data or methods of primary data: direct personal investigation or interview, or it collect through investigation through questionnaire, or by sending questionnaires by mail. These are the sources or methods of primary data. Now, second type of data, that is secondary data. Data taken from other sources like office records, bulletins, newspapers, reports, which are already collected by some other agencies, is called secondary data. Simple, keep in your mind, secondary data means processed data. Simply word, in already processed data, for some other agencies is called as secondary data. The data which are already collected may be tabulated form, classified, ordered, Hence, it is called process data or finished data. Process data or finished data. Thus, the secondary data can also be called finished data, finished product. Suppose, for example, if X person collects original data, then it become primary data for him. Whereas, if the same data is used by Y, then it becomes secondary data for Y. In this case, the only difference is that the user of secondary data may be not have through understanding of the background of the as the user of primary data. Okay, then what is the difference between primary data and secondary data? The main difference lies in method of collection. Primary data are original in nature, hence those are more accurate than secondary data. Collection of primary data is expensive as well as time consuming. Primary data can be elicited in accordance with the objective of a study. Secondary data may fail in these regards. This is the simple difference between primary data and secondary data. But primary data is a very important data in research. Now we are going to different scales of measurement of variables. In statistics involves the study of variable characteristics. Hence, we include the related and necessary definitions, that is nominal scales, ordinal scale, ratio scale, interval scale. These are scales of measurement of variables. First, definition of nominal scale with suitable example. Nominal scale consists of two or more named categories into which the objects are classified. For example, classification of individual blood group constitute of nominal scale. Or another one example, classification of students in various division of the same standard also represent nominal scale. Classification of individuals using sex, caste, nationality are also nominal scale, whereas another one important example of a nominal scale, house numbers, survey number, pin code in particular district are also examples of the nominal scales. Now second one, ordinal scale. Ordinal scale of measurement gives number of groups of objects using some quantifiable characteristics. Therefore, ordered arrangement of group is possible in this type of scale. For example, group of individuals according to income such as poor, middle class, rich, or group of students according to grade in examination such as fail, second class, first class, first class with distinctions. And another most important example, groups using weights such as light, heavy, like these are the examples of ordinal scales. In ordinal scales, numbers used to group as labels serve the purpose of rank, hence those labels are not interchangeable. These are the importance in ordinal scales. Next one, that is the ratio scale. Ratio scales of measurement has equal unit of measurement, and those are taken from a true zero. Means all the measurement of types, height in centimeters, weight in kg, time in hours, these are the examples of ratio scales. In these scales, 60 kg weight is exactly double heavy as compared to the 30 kg weight. Next one, interval scale. Interval scales of measurement has equal unit of measurement. However, the 0 point is arbitrary. The classical example of interval scale is in our day-to-day life. In the centigrade or Fahrenheit scale of temperature measurement, in both the scales, 0 is arbitrary. It does not mean absence of the heat. So these four are the scales of measurement of variables. Now we are going to discuss next definition, or to understand what is by frequency and frequency distribution. First of all, what is by frequency? Frequency means the number of observation in a class is called frequency. This is a simple definition, only frequency. And frequency distribution is differ from frequency. Frequency distribution means a table containing class interval along with frequencies. A table containing class interval along with frequencies is called frequency distribution. In other words, the number of observation belonging to a class is called frequency of that class, and various classes together with their frequency is called a frequency distribution. For example, this is the classes and then corresponding frequencies. In these classes, this is the continuous data 0 to 10. The marks, number of students, that is called as 2. This is called as frequency. Second, 10 to 20, number of students 5, the frequency. And third one, 20 to 30, again 3 students. It means a table containing class interval along with frequencies is called as frequency distribution.